Hello, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Justice for All. It's me, A. Prustian, and we are on the last recess of the trial, as the judge said. So, Edgeworth is here. Right. Well, what's going on with Maya's solution? And to kill her, it looks like he got away again. 30 minutes? We can't find her in that time. Ugh. Beep. Report. Is that Mr. Edgeworth? We don't have time. Just spit it out. Right. It looks like we've just missed them, sir. But DeKiller left a few things behind by accident in his rush to get away. A few things? Ooh, are we gonna play detective? Very exciting. I suppose Gumshoe actually is a detective. You know, whatever. Can we use any of them as evidence? Oh, I thought you'd ask, pal. Huh? I've got the things he left with me right now, and I'm on my way over. Really? That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first. We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran. Oh, Gumshoe. Oh, God. What? Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I've got to put the law on hold for now. Sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this. This sounds like the kind of thing he could get into a lot of trouble over. Oh, boy. It's my hunk of junk car. I'd say I'll be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry. I'll be there. Wait for me. All right. Just get here in one piece. That is, I was going to say more concern for Gumshoe's well-being than I expected, but maybe he's just worried about the evidence. I'm on a mission and no one can stop me now, sir. No one. I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light. Oh, God, Gumshoe. Items left by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this. Yeah, but end it how? What the fuck was that? Did Gumshoe run into the building with his car? Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe, answer me. No one can stop me. Gumshoe, did you stop yourself? Oh, God. What happened? It sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well. What was he thinking? We've got to hurry and call for help. But we have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken, and he wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possession of them. No, we can't let that happen. Well, if there's a way we can find out where he is, then we stand a chance. Why, oh why did Gumshoe have to get into an accident now? Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment? I mean, there must be. That's right. There is a way. I assume. What? How? I'm sure we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is through this. Not this radio transceiver. So we can't use his phone. This is all just junk from the crime scene. Spy camera? No. Transmitter, but again, this is just for the spy camera. What the fuck? Wait a minute. She has the beepy thing. I kept thinking that was Gumshoe to know where she was, but it's really she uses it to know where he is. She's not directly with the cops because she's a prosecutor. I don't know if she'll help us, but why are you bringing up Francisca at a time like... Oh, I see. I'll try to get in contact with her. The chances are slim, but she's all we have. Francisca, will she even want to help us? That is a good question. Edgeworth, what is it? I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty. But what I'm doing now, I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Coulter and I were talking about this a little bit about how, look, even guilty people deserve to have a good defense, the best defense possible. So there's no shame for a defense lawyer in representing someone who is guilty. I think the problem here fundamentally is that Phoenix's only defense strategy ever in these games is to find the actual guilty person, right? Um, and so he has to employ that strategy here, but as he says, he knows the person he's pinning it on instead is innocent. And I think that's what's really tearing him up, is it's if he had more strategies to defend people, maybe this wouldn't be so bad. But that's pretty rough. It might be my turn to say, defense attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death. Right. It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears. Whether you did your job well or not, that can only be seen after the verdict has been decided. The verdict? Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here? Yeah, because that's the thing, is we don't have to pin it on her forever. We just are trying to buy time. I don't think Phoenix would be willing to pin it on her and let Matt go free, even at the cost of Maya's life. Because that would be costing someone else their life, you know, like, yeah. Yes, bailiff? There's a phone call for you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent. They're probably finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do. I really appreciate Edgeworth as, he's had his personal growth, and now he's helping Phoenix have his own as well. It's just kind of great. To be continued. All right, what's next? Going back into the courtroom, I guess. Did we get the stuff from Gumshoe or not? If we do, what is it? Oh, jeez. I need more recess. Court will now reconvene. I assume both sides are ready? Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, they both look miserable. I can understand the defense acting like this. However, why do you also seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth? It's nothing, Your Honor. Wait. Did we get interesting results on the handwriting analysis? What's wrong with Edgeworth? Looks like something unexpected just happened to him. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, could you please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on Ms. Impax's suicide note? Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we've discovered that this suicide note is a forgery. Holy shit. What? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This note was not written by Ms. Impax herself. It's a fake. Did Juan fake it? Holy shit, I hadn't been expecting that. Order. Mr. Edgeworth, would you care to explain what is going on? If this was not written by Ms. Impax, then who wrote it? We would need more time to do a more detailed analysis. However, it appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Carita. I knew it. Fucking knew it. Mr. Carita? Well. Looks like Ms. Impact's never left a suicide note after all. She never wrote anything about On Guard. However, Your Honor, even though the suicide note is indeed a fake, Mr. On Guard could not have known that, and so that facts remain unchanged. Acting under the assumption that it was real, he had plotted to possess it. That does sound very plausible. This theory that On Guard had no idea that the suicide note was fake. Something seems a little wrong with it. Okay, I guess I'll present evidence for it. The defense believes that the theory the prosecution had stated contradicts testimony. If everything the prosecution has proven up to this point is true, then it's impossible for Mr. On Guard to have not known it was a fake. How would I know that? Maybe because he spied? Because he spied on them? But this note could have been written any time. Huh. How the fuck would he have known that? Okay, my best guess here is with the spy camera, and I am not confident at all about this. What is this little item called again? A video camera, Your Honor. Well, a very small one, but... Oh, that's right, a camera. You kids and your fancy toys nowadays. And Mr. Edgeworth, I can't believe this is right. Oh, yes! Earlier, you claimed that Mr. On Guard knew of the existence of this note because he was spying on the victim. Isn't that right? Yep. If that were true, then this means that Mr. On Guard would have known that the victim had forged the note. Ack! So then the defendant knew the suicide note was a fake. And if that's true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way. Exactly, Your Honor. Yeah, Phoenix is arguing either he didn't know about it at all, or if he knew about it, he knew it was a fake. That's pretty reasonable. The prosecution's theory as to what Mr. On Guard's motive for murder was, it has suddenly disappeared into thin air. So there might be a different motive, because we know Matt did it. But, Your Honor, it's not as if Mr. On Guard monitored Mr. Kurita 24 hours a day. That's true. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in a place Mr. On Guard didn't know of. Well, right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made the forgery at an unknown place? Order, Mr. Edgeworth. It looks like this time it is you who has dug his own grave. As I figured. Huh? As you figured? Yeah, he knew this was the attack you could take on it. That's why he was so mad at the beginning. As I figured, it came down to this after all. Mr. Edgeworth, you are not making any sense. When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen. The question is, what next? What next? If the prosecution can't prove Mr. On Guard's motive through the evidence, then we must prove it from another angle. Testimony? Are we going to have Matt on the stand? Well, I agree with you there. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time. Oh, well, that's fine. However, this witness is a little unusual. Edgeworth stuttering? This is not like him at all. Unusual? Well, what sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth? This witness is one who is perfectly fit to answer once and for all the question of who was it that hired Shelley to kill her to commit murder? He means Matt, right? That's impossible. Who in the... No such person exists who can answer that question with such certainty. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth, who is this witness? It's... is he bluffing? Is he pulling a Phoenix Wright here? And now he has to sit and look through all of the profiles of people? I feel for you, Edgeworth. Yes, go on. Who is it? The man himself, Mr. Shelley the Killer. Yes, okay. Fair. Get the bailiffs on that right away. Oh, Mr. DeKiller. Wait! Shelley DeKiller? You mean the killer? I mean the assassin? Yes, Your Honor. He's coming here? To the witness stand? Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. Oh, are you gonna get him on the radio? I recognize that this is a very unusual circumstance, so I ask for your permission. Well, Mr. Wright? Yes? Is this all right with you? Do I have a choice here? I can't really do much else to drag this trial out. The defense has no objections, Your Honor. I wonder if it really is all right to do this. Very well, then. The prosecution calls its witness to the stand. Edgeworth, is there no other way left to us? Now then, witness. Your name and your, occupation, please? I knew it! I knew it was gonna be the radio. Oh my god, that's amazing. Very good, sir. My name is Shelley DeKiller, and I am a professional assassin. I say, what is going on here? Your Honor, how can you remain so calm? What is the meaning of this two-way radio? Actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now, and it came with a condition. Oh, is this something he left behind? As long as we do not trace its source, Mr. DeKiller will testify to this court. So this must be what that urgent phone call he got earlier was about. Well, that was about the handwriting. Oh no, this will not do. I cannot allow this in my court. First of all, we can't even be sure this is really Mr. DeKiller himself. Witness, please present some sort of proof that you are, in fact, Shelley DeKiller. I understand. Please wait a second. Huh? I'm so hungry. Oh, I bet you are, Maya. Maya! Maya! A voice! Mr. Wright, can you confirm anything from this? The defense has no objections to this person. We are satisfied that this man is indeed Shelley DeKiller. Looks like we've run into yet another unexpected turn of events. Well, it doesn't seem like we have too many choices under these circumstances, so... Hey, it's better than a parrot, right? Is it, though? Now then, witness. There is one thing I would like to confirm before we speak of anything else. And what would that be? At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Juan Carita. Is this correct? It is, as you say. I did indeed kill Mr. Carita. Now that we have answered that, let's move on to the name of your client. Very well. This is all just a bad dream. Yes, that's it. A bad dream. Shelley DeKiller. What is he going to say about my client? Because he's not just going to say Matt Ongard hired me. He wants to protect his client. There is something I must first state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself. And that is the reason I am here today on this witness stand. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client. Mr. DeKiller seems to be a very clever man. I'd almost say he seems to be mocking us. Yeah. Well, he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor. Mr. DeKiller is only stating the truth. He is no hypocrite. He has always stood by this one belief. You mean about this trust between his clients and himself thing? Seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine the witness? Yes, Your Honor. There's no way to know what's coming next, so stay cool and collected, Phoenix. I'll try. All right, about the client. Something must first state. We can hear anything you have to say later. Can you please just tell us your client's... I don't think you understand your place, Mr. Attorney. I said this is something I must first state. Do you know what the word first means? Sorry, go on. Well, it appears this is one witness you can't badger, Mr. Wright. It's only because you don't know about Maya's situation. I feel like that is putting a hamper on Phoenix's badgerliness here. Nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself. The trust between you and your client. I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. If too many people knew my face, it would be quite troublesome. And that is why you're testifying in this manner? This is the first time one of my clients has ever been accused of murder. I must preserve the DeKiller name so my clients can trust me. But couldn't someone stab you in the back and break your trust? It has never happened before, but if it ever did... Yes? That person wouldn't be my client for very long. Yeah! And it just seems like a bad idea to do that to your own assassin. They would certainly... That's enough. Please, no more. Very well. It was only a hypothetical anyway. And that's the reason I'm here today on the witness stand. Seems a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your client. I would think that this would be very bad for them. It doesn't matter to me. This client has already broken the rules and acted outside their prescribed role. Interesting. Well, then why not return Maya to us? Their role? This person tried to implicate another of the crime in order to save themselves. He's not going to claim it's Adrian as his client, is he? And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven. Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty? To the gentleman who spoke just now. Excuse me, but would you care to die? No, I didn't say anything. Judge better watch himself. It's my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client. We understand, so please tell us the name of your client. I'm afraid I cannot do that. Jesus Christ, dude. I still have a few things to say before I do. The egomaniacal. It's not good for your health to be so aggravated. You won't live very long if you let everything bother you. Somehow, that coming from an assassin makes it less than comforting. I don't really care about all this extra fluff. Just tell us the name already. Patience. Try to calm down a little. It's important to try and understand his mindset. He seems very steadfast and closed, so you're going to have to work to get him to talk. I'm not his therapist, you know. Okay. Well, now what do I do, though? Okay, we get it. Now what? Okay, looks like it's one of those cases where I just have to press everything twice. Oh, I'm sorry, but I was wondering about something you just said. You said that your client had already broken the rules. A person who frames another is the worst kind of human. And that's why you feel you can betray this person? I have no trust relation with a client who can't understand their assigned role. Just my luck. An assassin with a conscience. Who would have figured? Now then, everyone, do you think you can understand my logic? This case just keeps getting better and better. No, he's going to pin this on Adrian, so... But... If you can't, then I'm afraid we can't proceed. Everyone understands your point, I think. Really. In that case, I believe I'm prepared to disclose the information you seek. You've made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we are ready. Excellent. He's gonna pin that on Adrian. Then the question is he fucking lying or not? Like, Matt did it. Matt told us he did. And they gave him an evil snifter of brandy to prove it. I really want it to be Matt. I don't want it to be Adrian. This is also the thing. And that is the reason I am here today on this witness stand. Now then, I do believe it's about time I revealed the name of my client. Don't you agree? I don't really... Okay, yep. Just tell us the name already. Okay. Wait, did I not do it right? Okay, let me press this again just to make sure. It seems a little strange to me. You're about to say it's the name. Okay. Doesn't matter. Already acted. Yep. Okay. Yeah, we agree. What is it? Now I can't bring myself to ask the client's name. If you can't ask it, Mr. Wright, then I will. Witness. What is the name of your client who requested the murder of Mr. Juan Carita? That person's name is... He's gonna say Adrian. Adrian Andrews. Yep, I knew it. I knew he was gonna pin it on her. Yeah. What? Witness? That's not what you told, who you told me it was earlier. Oh, interesting. Pray tell, what are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I should think I know my own client, and it is Adrian Andrews. What? Clearly he's lying. Why do you think the assassin's gonna come out here and tell the truth? This can't be. On the phone earlier. Oh, that was the phone call. What's going on here? Maya seems chill about it. Yeah, my guess is that Mr. Tequila just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back. Stabbed Edgeworth in the back? Figuratively, Phoenix. I'm sure in order to get an audience with this court, Mr. Tequila told him a different name. Matt Onguard, perhaps? I knew it. This is outrageous. I was deceived. This witness is telling a very serious lie. But you were the one who summoned this witness. Ugh. You... Shelley Tequila. Like, why would you trust the assassin? My testimony is the truth. The defendant at the moment is Matt Ungard, am I correct? All I wish to do is help procure his acquittal. Wow. All of a sudden, it feels like we can actually win this. Yeah. Do we want to win it? The prosecution has failed to provide a motive and has instead provided the suicide note, which is a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there is a possibility the defendant himself knew it was a fake. But most definitive of all, we have heard from the assassin himself the name of his client. Mr. DeKiller's client who requested the murder was not the defendant at all. No. With all this evidence, it is obvious to me that this means that Mr. Matt Ongard is innocent. But he's not. I seem to have caused you all a bit of confusion. Please continue your discussion and call me when you've reached a verdict. Beep. Oh, this motherfucker. Oh, God. Okay. Bailiff, please bring Ms. Adrian Andrews in immediately. What now? With the way this is going, Ongard will be found innocent. This may be our last chance to save Maya. Yeah, but Edgeworth is right. DeKiller is lying. And Ongard, my client, I know he's guilty. Can I live with myself if I win this? That is a good question. Who would have believed that the prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant? Your Honor, the prosecution requests permission to further question the witness. Shelley DeKiller is certainly lying under oath. It wasn't me. Listen, everyone, please. That testimony just now, it was all one big lie. Ms. Andrews, the suicide note may have been a fake. But that man, Matt, he is the reason Celeste died. And Juan's death, it was all because he got pulled into Matt's twisted world. That testimony just now, you have to believe me, it was a horrible, horrible lie. But Mr. DeKiller himself has testified. He has named you as his client. No, that's not true. Also, there's quite a bit of evidence that points to you. The knife and button, donning the nickel samurai costume. Yeah, but the thing is, if she had hired the assassin, why would she then go frame Matt for it? But that's... You even have a motive. We know that Miss Celeste Impax was a large part of your life. You wanted to follow her, and you wanted revenge against the two who hurt her. I would say you have plenty of reasons to want them both dead. I suppose that's true. You could read it that way, that she had Karita killed and then framed Matt as a double whammy. But, like, yeah, shit, it does kind of hang together that way, too. No. Mr. Wright, you know the truth. Tell them. Tell them the real story. Who the real killer is. Tell them. Please, help me. Oh, poor Adrian. I'm like 90% sure it really is Matt, because he gleefully said that he did do it. But then there's a little bit of it that's like, I guess it could be Adrian, but why would he claim that he did it if he hadn't? So it really must be him. Yes, I know the truth. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I believe we have reached the end of this trial. Therefore, I ask the defense for any final words or opinions. Here we go, Phoenix. I have to decide. Do I take the not guilty verdict and save Maya? Or do I throw this chance away and wait for Gumshoe's new evidence? What am I supposed to do? We have to request the trial continue. You can't throw Adrian under the bus. I don't want Maya to die, obviously, but like, we're gonna request the trial continue. Phoenix, I can't do it, Mia. I can't accept a not guilty. You are a lawyer. I know. But Matt Ongard is a killer, a murderer. I can't let him get away with this. I can't let someone else take the fall. If I let Ms. Andrews be convicted, then I'm no better than Ongard. And even though I don't want to admit it, I have to face the fact that it's because of Edgeworth that I now know the real truth. He could have gotten Ongard convicted so many times over, but he never took a single one of those chances. If I take this verdict right now, I'd be betraying his trust. His trust? I never thought about it until now. I trust him? Oh, and all the shippers go, yee! Yes, you do. Yeah, we do. Mr. Wright, your opinion, please. The defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. DeKiller. Am I hearing you correctly, Mr. Wright? Right. But that witness has cleared your client through his testimony. Your job here is done. I'm not done yet. To see through witnesses' lies and find the truth, that is my job, Your Honor. Aw, good moment, Phoenix. It's not really true of a lawyer, necessarily, but it's a good moment. There's still more evidence to look at. And I'm sure that once those pieces arrive here in this very courtroom, a miracle will occur. I mean, I hope so. Very well, the trial will continue. Mr. Edgeworth, please re-establish the connection with Mr. DeKiller. Right away, Your Honor. Hell yeah. Has a verdict been reached? Before that, we would like to talk with you a little more. About? All you needed from me was the name of my client. What else could you need me for? Well, actually, we would like to hear everything you know about this case. That is how things are usually done. What is he talking about? Usually done? But what shall we have him testify about now? Mr. DeKiller, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail. You legal people and your procedures. Is it any wonder no one likes to go to court? All right, here we go. About my client, part 2. As I've already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime. My client did it to frame another for the crime. While pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene, Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Juan Carita was dead. But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the knife and button. That act is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules. This is the most unexpected turn of events for the, 5th time now? Yeah, I can't keep track either, Judge. However, this time everything has finally been revealed. Yeah, I doubt that. Just a second, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? We still have the cross-examination to do. But you don't need to question testimony like this. Do you, Mr. Wright? Hell yeah, we do. Your Honor, the defense will question the witness. As if I have a choice here. Huh? Why? What this witness has said is nothing but beneficial to the defense's case. If you scrutinize the testimony, then I'll expose the lies of that oh-so-beneficial testimony, I suppose. I don't understand what's going on anymore. That makes 2 of us. Here we go. Okay, Adrian Andrews is my client. What is it, Mr. Wright? If I press him the wrong way, it might raise suspicions on his end. But I have to do something to waste more time. Witness, about requesting a hit. Yes? How much is your fee? I see you are also quite a dark-hearted man, Mr. Attorney. Uh-huh? If you would like to talk business, we can do so after the trial. No. I'm not thinking of hiring. Mr. Wright. Yes? You want to kill me. You want me dead, don't you? We would never judge because we always end up getting you to rule in our favor by the end. It's fine. What? Why would you think something like that, Your Honor? Guilty! Mr. Phoenix Wright, you are hereby declared guilty! Witness, let's continue. Why did you disclose the name of your client? They are your client, are they not? I cannot overlook his tampering with the scene of the crime. Okay, I know Phoenix said something about not pressing too much, but I don't know what to press and what not to, so I'm going to press everything. I would think that most people wouldn't be able to overlook a person hiring another to kill. If I had a problem with such a thing, I wouldn't be very effective at my job. Ah, yeah. Well, a change in occupation might be good for you. However, I will say this. Even though I am the one that does the deed, my clients are always the real guilty party. That goes without saying, Mr. Killer. I mean, I think they're both can be guilty. And their fate is to live with the knowledge of their guilt on their shoulders. However, my client this time thought they could run away from their guilt. Interesting way to think of it. Did it to frame another for the crime. Are you talking about the button and the knife? Yes, and my business card. I feel like this is the part that really gets his goat. Oh, this card. So that no one has to waste their time, including the police. I always make it a point to make things as easy as possible. You try to make things easy? My business card makes it very easy to identify who carried out the service. He's pretty devoted to his work. But to disregard everything, to go and stab the deceased with a knife, and even hide my card from sight, that is something I cannot overlook. I mean, but she didn't really hide the card, did she? She was, like, showing it off. It's really hard to tell if he's being truthful or not without him being here. Alright, well, pretending to be the first person to discover. So you're saying most clients wouldn't do such a thing? And that is correct. Usually, most people try to create an alibi for themselves. If you should use my services, Mr. Attorney, I would suggest you plan for your alibi too. No, I already told you, I have no intention of using your services, ever. The mean glare from the judge. Why does he keep looking at me like I'm the one on trial here? Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Juan Carrita was dead. From the very beginning? That is correct. From before my client visited the room. All of my clients know precisely what the situation is at all times. I wonder if that's really true. That's odd. Huh? Yeah, that's gonna be something to come back to. Okay, the creation and planting of the knife and button. So why do you think your client did that? What do you mean by why? Well, fiddling around at the scene of the crime is pretty risky. Why would someone who had requested a murder go to the crime scene anyway? Good point. That is true. I assume it was probably done to frame Mr. On Guard. If that's the case, then why didn't the person just request that you do it? Sadly, that is not possible. Huh? My job is to kill, that is all, and to leave my business card behind, naturally. The business card is so my clients may escape blame. To protect them is my duty. Even if they say it's for revenge, setting someone else up to take your fall, that act is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules. And that's all you have to testify? Yes, and I pray that I will never be called to the stand again. Again? As in you plan to continue? I must, as I have yet to find a person to take my place and become the fourth successor. Actually, how would you like a new life, Mr. Attorney? Phoenix would be a terrible assassin. Okay, of all the people in this game, who would be the best assassin? Answer with me. 3, 2, 1. Francisca. That's right. Excuse me? No. I'm fine. Really. Are you really now? I wonder what kind of man the judge thinks I am now. What are you going to do now, Phoenix? All I can do now is expose the lies. That's true. However, you realize that will be very bad for our client, right? Ugh, I'm so confused. But the one thing I know for sure is I can't let this trial end yet. Already knew from the very beginning that Juan Corrida was dead. This is the one that it feels like maybe I can present something for. Did she know this? Because I think we argued that, like, she kind of should know. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do here. I'm gonna check. Okay, so I knew there was something, because the problem is it's been a while since I recorded previously. I knew that Adrian had argued that she didn't know Juan was dead when she got there, but I forgot why. And the hint site, bless their heart, tried to lead me through it. Like, if Adrian had known that Juan was dead, and if she were that clever, she wouldn't have left evidence at the scene of the crime. And it's the wine glass with her fingerprints that is the big evidence that she was there. So, yeah, because this has Corrida's fingerprints, but not hers. Okay, that makes sense. I was not going to get there. Like, my brain was just blank. Okay. Thank you so much for taking the time to testify, Mr. DeKiller. What is the meaning of that attitude? When Adrian Andrews entered the victim's room, your client had no idea that Juan Corrida had been murdered. But how do you know that? From this wine glass, Your Honor. The glass? Mr. DeKiller's supposed client thought Mr. Corrida had only fainted, which is why this glass of tomato juice was poured for the victim. Isn't that just a part of Adrian Andrews' calculated plan? No, that's not possible, Your Honor. This glass bears the fingerprints of that person. Had this been planned, they would never have left their fingerprints behind. I see your point. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? Strangely enough, I had the exact same thought just now. Witness, how do you explain this strange phenomenon? Isn't it a waste of time to ask about such a minor detail? It's not a very important point anyway, correct? Aha! There's no such thing in this court of law. I'm afraid you are mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is your client, as you claim, then your client should have had knowledge of Mr. Kurita's death. If not, then that can only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all. Dun dun dun. How strange. Yes? Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation? Huh? Phoenix, if the killer figures out what we're up to, we're in real trouble. Yeah, I know. And Mr. Edgeworth, I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence. Ah, sorry. Well, that was an awfully weak objection for the two of you. It's true. But don't say it out loud, Judge. Anyway, I am positive there was a contradiction in that testimony. The prosecution requests further testimony concerning when the request was taken. Very well. Right now I have to buy us more time while we wait for the items the killer left behind to get here. I just know that the very outcome of this trial lies with those items. I mean, I guess. How's that going to save Maya, though? Okay. Well, I am out of time, so I will have to hear this testimony the next time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye.